A lot of homeowners ask if we can just insulate their walls by injecting the foam from their attic. It sounds simple, right? Right down into the wall cavity, but it's not really how it works. Many homeowners think that it's just easier to inject from the top and that the foam will just flow down into the wall cavity and completely fill it. There's a few more things to consider on why this is not a good way to insulate your walls with injection foam. First of all, let's talk about the top plate. That's a 2x4 at the top of your wall structure. There's not enough room to drill into that. And if for some reason your home doesn't have a top plate, there's something else to keep in mind too, that you can't just pour the foam down into the wall cavity and have it completely fill it, because there are obstructions in the wall. There are things like fire stops, studs, your windows, all sorts of things. So if you tried to pour down into the wall cavity, if you hit something like that, that's going to leave big areas in the wall that just don't have any insulation. Let's talk about the right way to install injection foam insulation. The process is going to vary depending on that home's exterior. If the home has something like vinyl or aluminum, the crews go around, they take off a row of siding all the way around the house and drill holes into each stud cavity. They use a tool to run up, down, and side to side in the cavity to see if there's any kind of obstructions. Now, if they did find an obstruction, they would just drill above or below it to make sure that the entire cavity is filled when they're ready to inject. The home had wood siding. Now, sometimes the wood can be removed, sometimes it can't. If it can't, they'll just drill through the wood. Same process, drill through that siding, inject the foam, they'll plug those holes with a wood plug. Now, if the home is brick or stucco, drilling's a little bit different. They're going to drill a smaller hole at the top, middle, and bottom of each stud cavity to make sure that they completely fill it, because they can't really check to see if there's any obstructions. And that technique ensures that even if there is, there's still going to be insulation on either side of it. So now you have a better understanding of why it's not a great idea to pour the foam from the attic into the wall cavity to get the coverage that you're looking for. The better option is to drill into each stud cavity to inject the foam to make sure that you're completing an air seal. If you want to learn more about how RetroFoam is installed, you can check out our Learning Center and you can see all the different types of exteriors that we work with and answer all kinds of questions that you might have about making your home more comfortable and energy efficient. I'm your building science brainiac, reminding you to bring a little science to every project.